Well, hello there guys. So many of you guys know I live on a farm and I try to stay fairly thoughtful about my wardrobe. Truth be told, since moving to the farm, it's gotten slightly, by the way, the floor is a little creaky, so sorry. It's gotten a little slightly out of hand just because things get dirty really quickly. But basically, mostly everything that I own has been just t-shirts, like fitted, like unisex t-shirts, and jeans, and that's it. And I am on worship team at church. And I've been on recently, right now I'm on a break, but I've been recently on like every other week. So in past, when I was on worship team, it was like once a month. And so I had like maybe 3 outfits that I would like kind of cycle through, and that was what I would wear. Well, now being on every other week, it's really obvious if I wear the same outfit over and over, and our church records every time and does pictures every time. So I was like, you know, I should probably create like some kind of mini capsule wardrobe just for worship team, especially now being on the farm, because I just don't have the clothing to support that. Here on the farm, I own sneakers and cowboy boots, and that's all I wear. I don't even wear flip-flops anymore. So I actually had to go buy shoes. These are the shoes that I wear every week right there. They are Vans. I don't know if that really matters. They're a little bit dirty, even though I only wear them to church. Because I live on a farm. I walk from my doorstep to the car in them, and they still get dirty. So this is like all I wear. And then our church does have like some rules about what worship team can wear, and that mainly comes from the aspect of like making sure that people are not distracted during worship. You know, people are coming to church to worship, and they don't want people to be distracted by your super shiny outfit or, you know, whatever it may be. The main thing is like our jeans should be black, gray, or blue, and then tops like no crazy patterns. And so this, I put on an outfit like that, one of the outfits I would typically wear. So if I back up, it's just this army green plain t-shirt. These are kind of black. They show up darker on camera, but they're more like a really dark gray. And then my Vans. That's about like the gist of kind of what I wear. And beyond that, I was kind of like stuck because I'm not a fashionista. I'm almost 30 years old, which is really crazy to say. I'm 28, but coming up on 30. And I don't know how to dress myself anymore. Especially living here, it's just like t-shirts and jeans. And the issue is that like I can't have overlapping wardrobe because stuff gets so dirty, it ends up getting stained. And then again, like obviously pictures, videography, and just distraction if I'm wearing dirty clothes on stage. So recently though, Angela from This Gathered Nest, if you don't know her, you need to. She's super sweet. Her family and her just recently bought a mini kind of hobby farm that they have started, and I love their videos and her. But she showed the thredUP Goody Box, and this is not sponsored, by the way. I was sponsored by them like 5 years ago, but I have not been since. And the Goody Box is basically where you do like a kind of like a quiz, and you fill out your preferences, what you like, your size, and there is like a place at the end to put a paragraph with more specifics that you may be looking for. And then a stylist goes through everything on the thredUP inventory and finds and picks things for you. So if you don't know what thredUP is, it's all used clothing. And of course, you guys know I'm a pretty big advocate for trying to shop used or ethically as much as possible. But ethically sourced clothes are super expensive because they're actually made ethically, and they're not always very affordable. So places like thredUP make it a lot more easy to shop ethically. And even if you have like a lot of favorite brands that are not ethically made, you can find them on thredUP without actually supporting the company. So that's awesome. So this is the box. This is what the box looks like. You get to choose your price point. So I chose things that were $20, between 20 and 50, I think, or something like that. It looks like this. There should be 10 items ranging from around $20. In my paragraph, I got very specific. You also get to include a Pinterest board, so you can like pin things so they can really get an idea of like what you like, which is I really like that aspect of it too. So in the paragraph portion though, I made sure to add a lot more information about my chest. This is where I'm curious. It's hard for me to dress myself, let alone someone that like doesn't personally know me and hasn't like seen my body type, because of my proportions. I am like the hourglass shape, which I know is like everyone's That's what they want. But it's very difficult to shop for because I have a 42-inch chest, I have a 32-inch waist, and then I have 42-inch hips. So pretty much everything that I wear, like to fit my waist properly, it is too small on my chest. And if I fit my chest, it's like I'm wearing a tent. Like even this shirt, it just kind of sits over me and it doesn't really do anything for my figure at all. I added in that information, and then obviously I also told them that like it was for worship team specifically, and that I only wanted one pair of true black jeans, everything else preferably tops of some sort. I'm very nervous for what this is going to look like. But we'll see. This is what it looks like when I open it. It does come oh, and I didn't even mention that when you buy this, you only pay $10 as the deposit, and then you only get charged for the things that you want to keep. So there's already return labels in here for you to return everything you don't want, and then the stuff you do want, then you get charged for it. So you only get charged $10 to actually get the box. And then that $10 is applied to whatever you end up keeping. So far the colors I'm seeing are good. Okay, so here's the pants. They look like they might fit me. We'll find out. What size are they? So they're a 10, so they should fit. Oh, it's got like 3 buttons. That's cute. It's kind of, look at this. It's kind of a cute little detail with these 3 buttons. It will make going to the bathroom really quick kind of difficult. Sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom really quick on worship team. You don't have a lot of time. Ooh, guys, these fit like butter. Oh my goodness. So, and these are more of a true black. They're a little darker. Sometimes I realize right before having to go back on that I need to pee and I only have like a minute to go. So it's hard to like get buttons done correctly. There was one time that I left my fly completely down the first half of the service, and thankfully it was only the first service and that one's not recorded. Also, for anyone that wants to hear a little bit of our worship team, at the end of this I will include a video of our worship team if you want to check it out. Okay, time to start with the shirts. Like I said, the colors, I'm really impressed so far. Check out the color options. I said I liked darker colors. So we have like some blacks, some grays, black. Oh, there's 2 pairs of jeans in here. Oh, I hope they didn't give me a ton of jeans. That would really kind of frustrate me, but there is another pair of jeans. Looks like there's a few pairs of jeans. Okay, that's slightly annoying. I did ask for only 1 pair of jeans, but they might have just been worried about size, so they wanted to send something that fit. So I'm gonna try on the shirts with these since they fit, and then we'll try on the other jeans at the end. It looks like they sent me 3 pairs. Top number 1 is just a plain black t-shirt. This is something that I think I might have said I wanted, and if I didn't, I did. Because I have a plain black t-shirt, but it is too short. I wanted something a little bit longer. Now this is a V-neck, which is not ideal. Okay, so this would be something that I would use for layering, for sure. Like I would put like a cardigan or something over it. I feel like it flatters my figure fairly well. But for sure I'd use this for layering, so I would wear something over it. I wouldn't just wear it plain. This is cute, but I don't know if this is gonna fit me. It's kind of see-through too. Yeah, that's really, really, really tight. Oh. Are we kidding me right now? Did we not check sizing? I can't get this over my chest at all. And it barely fits my arms. Like, it's kind of a bummer because it is cute, but holy moly, no dude. I hope that doesn't mean they didn't pay attention to stuff the rest of the time, because I reiterated my bust size like 4 times. This is promising. Plain, gray, long t-shirt, sort of oversized. This is what this looks like. I think I'm gonna have to watch this one back on when in editing to know if I like it or not. It's not bad. It's definitely comfortable. Like this is my comfort zone. But I do kind of feel like this hits at a weird angle. Like it has those lower down shoulders, which is just kind of a little odd to me. But no, I'm not mad at it. I do think it makes me maybe look a little like kind of pregnant, maybe? I don't know, I can't see because I'm really far away. And I don't own a full length mirror, I know. I need to get one of those. It's on my list of things to get in the new house. All right, so this one is gonna be a maybe. So we have a no for this, which I'm really pumped on this one because I love the little back embellishment. And I think like, and the little kind of frill at the bottom. I think it would have been so cute if it was actually my size. I think the confusion in this one is it gave a sizing right here of 40-42, and I'm a 42 chest, and maybe somebody thought that that meant that that was the chest size, even though it's definitely not. That's okay. The black t-shirt I'm probably gonna keep for layering. This is like a dress. I did say no dresses, so that's kind of annoying. It's really annoying. But I can already tell, like, I'm not gonna wanna wear this because it's a dress. Though I may keep this just for a sleep dress because it looks like something I'd wanna wear to sleep. I'm not even gonna try that on right now because I said no dresses. I got 2 more shirts left, which I can already tell from the amount of fabric that there's just not enough. And they sent me this. Like, I said sleeves. I'm actually like really frustrated right now. It's like they didn't even listen at all. Like they did with the colors and they did with the black jeans. But they didn't check sizing, which I gave them so much information. This is just like a plain t-shirt. Like I didn't want a bunch of plain t-shirts. If you look at the Pinterest board that I included, like, why are you sending me just a bunch of t-shirts? So this is the jacket. I think it's a little big. It seems a little big. It feels big. Again, sizing, guys. I'm frustrated. And this shirt they sent is just a plain t-shirt, which it fits, but it's completely see-through. Like you can see my bra through it. And I put this tank top on. Like underneath stuff, it's pretty cute, but I barely got it over my chest. Like it is so tight. Like I can't barely pull this out at all. Again. All right, so last is these 2 pairs of jeans. We got this pair, American Eagle high rise, which I'm sure will fit me. These are a size 12. Usually 12. American Eagle I fit pretty well. And then these ones are also American Eagle, size 10. Okay. These are the same exact jeans. 1 in a 10, 1 in a 12. Okay. Oh, and I might actually keep that tank top. I know I was annoyed with the tank top because I asked for no tank tops. But it is a good layering piece and I do like the way that it fits. I'll have to again look at it on here to see. It is a bit tight, but again, as I lose weight, it will fit better. But it's really lightweight and it gets very hot on stage. So to have this as a layering piece underneath would actually be really nice. It's actually brand new with tags too. Okay, so I gave myself a short little break before recording this ending of like my final thoughts on this box. And that is because I'm sure you could tell, I was frustrated. It is already very frustrating for me with my body type to shop for clothes, especially online. And I expected better specifically from thredUP. I was very hopeful for them because of the way that they list their sizing online. If you haven't shopped thredUP before, you probably don't know that they have several warehouses in several different locations. So for that reason, I assume that their stylists are not walking into a warehouse full of clothes and going and like physically picking out clothes for you. They're probably using the same database that you shop off of, but because this is their job, they probably come across a lot of different clothes and they're more aware of their inventory. And especially if they work maybe adjacent to one of the warehouses, they may know what they have in that warehouse or something, you know? Regardless though, I know that they're not physically going out there and like measuring clothes, but the one reason that I have loved thredUP so much and why I've had so much success shopping off of there is how they list their sizing online. I'm sure everybody knows, typically, you know, if you were to go shop online at a store, they're gonna have a size guide that kind of just blankets the entire company, right? So, well, all women fit, men fit, and like kids fit. But there's very rarely a size guide per piece. So you could, maybe you're a large like me. I typically have to wear a large based just on my bust. But dependent on the fit of the shirt and the style of the shirt that is made, I could be an extra large or even a medium in the same exact company. Which is why I love thredUP, because although they list obviously the brand and the type of shirt that it is, they have very specific sizing. So every single shirt that they have listed or dress, they have a bust size. And for their jeans and their pants, they have a rise size and the measurement at that rise. So I would look on the website, I would see, okay, this is an 11-inch rise, and at the 11-inch rise, it's this many inches for the waist. So I can really know going onto the website whether something's gonna fit me or not before I buy it. There's maybe been and I've shopped on thredUP quite a bit. There's been maybe 2 or 3 times that I've gotten something that didn't fit, and that was because it was a clear mismeasurement or they mistyped it in or something on their database. Like the measurement was way off. It wasn't like barely off or something like that. But otherwise, like I have been so successful at finding tops and pants that fit. Very rarely have I even had to return things. And if I have returned things and it wasn't due to like the sizing, it was just like, it wasn't as flattering on me as I thought it was gonna be, but it still fit. I would just expect better from a company that is so specific on how they list their sizing. I would expect their stylist to really know what they're doing and to really pay attention to that, especially with how many times I reiterated my bust size. And then my other frustration is obviously like they sent a dress. On the quiz specifically, you write what you are looking for. So I wrote I was looking for tops, sweaters, and jeans. And so I did not click dresses. I didn't want dresses. Now on my Pinterest board, there was a dress, but it was nothing like the dress that they included. And even so, that Pinterest board is just for style idea for them, right? The actual quiz tells them what you want. So they should have never sent a dress. So I reread the paragraph that I included to make sure that I wasn't wrong about what I thought I had told them. At the very end, I wrote specifically that I was looking for a pair of black jeans, but I wanted the rest to be tops. I wrote that in there, and they sent me 3 pairs of jeans. And then at the very beginning, I made clear, I said, you know, all of these are for worship team. I thought that I had said that we were also photographed and videographed, but I apparently didn't include that, but still, the precedence kind of stands. I said these were all for worship team, right? And then I even also gave them additional inspiration ideas. Like if the Pinterest board wasn't enough, I said like Elevation Worship, Hillsong, and Maverick City Music. I specifically listed those as inspiration as well. So if they were looking for more ideas, they could look those up too. But somewhere in their mind, they thought to themselves, hey, she has a really big chest, so let's send her a bunch of V-neck shirts and lower quality shirts that are see-through when we know she's going to be wearing these on worship team. There just wasn't a lot of thought put into it. Like a Victoria's Secret pink t-shirt. You know, I was kind of like, yeah, this would be good, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm almost 30 years old. In it, like, it was fine, but the more I moved around, like, it would pull down and you could just see my boobs too much. Like, that t-shirt is designed for teens, and I think one of the biggest things that I'm kind of like, why, is I think I mentioned that there's 3 different price points you can choose from. I think it was like $0 to $20, $20 to $60, or $60 to $60 plus, or something like that. And I chose the middle one, so I chose $20 to $60. I think the most that something was on that list was like $30 something. So they had this whole other price range of like $30 to $60 that they could have hit for nicer quality shirts, and they didn't even do that. They were picking out $16 Victoria's Secret pink shirts, and there just wasn't thought put into it. I feel like they're like, oh, this person's big chest, let's just send them a bunch of t-shirts. I'm just confused where the logic went into deciding the pieces for me specifically. Based on the information I gave, like, it just seems like the person that did it isn't a stylist because they don't have the knowledge that they should have had to curate a box for me, if that makes sense. And that frustrates me because I love thredUP and I love what they're doing. And I know some of my friends have worked with thredUP as sponsorships. However, let's just be honest that when you are working with a company, a lot of times they tend to treat you a lot better than they treat other customers. And sometimes we don't know that until later, unfortunately. And so, like, as much as we can, like, love a product, we may not find out till later that they kind of aren't really great at what they're doing. They were only great at it because they were making sure to put their best stylist on that box since they knew you were going to be making a video for them, you know? So, I don't know. It's frustrating because someone that's a stylist should have looked at all this information and done better. And especially the whole point of, like, this whole other range of $30 to $60 that they didn't even touch, even though I told them they could be in that price range. Very disappointing. So yeah, that's my honest thoughts. I wouldn't do it again. I would just continue shopping on thredUP on my own. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I'm sorry you had to see me be mostly frustrated in this video, but maybe it was nice to, like, see someone else that struggles with shopping for clothes, because it's definitely a normal thing and I know a lot of people do. And I've been very happy with thredUP, and it is one of the few places I can shop online and know whether something's going to fit me or not. And that is so, so helpful for me. I just would have expected so much better from a company who is so specific with that. I would expect better from their stylists. So yeah, that's my honest opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.